instability and organized violence. He joins us now. John, political instability, organized violence, does that mean you study the Tamil Tigers?
I've been studying them for 12 years. They're a fascinating group.
Well, in your opinion, then, do they deserve the label of terrorist organization?
They invented the suicide belt bomber. They're the only terrorist group that's killed 2 national leaders. They're consistently one of the most innovative terrorist groups around. And until the second Intifada started in 2000, they had more suicide attackers than all other terrorist groups in the world combined.
What kind of activities do they engage in here in Canada?
Nothing. The number of violent incidents related to the Tigers in Canada can be counted on one hand, and all of them are non-lethal. They just don't attack outside of Sri Lanka and maybe southern India. But here they engage in fundraising and political awareness, and they control, or they did until very recently, they control the Canadian Tamil community. All the major organizations, all the Tamil language press, most of the institutions are at least neutral.
Yeah, John, when you say controlled, now do they do this because they're influential and they have the support of the Tamil community, or because they use coercion and intimidation?
Both. For some people, they're willing and happy to see the Tigers running things. They support it. Other people, it's coercion, especially for the war tax system, the payment every family is supposed to provide every month.
Now, 2 more Canadians have been arrested, one in Toronto, one in Mississauga, which is just outside Toronto. That brings to 11 the number of alleged Tamil Tiger supporters rounded up by authorities in this country and the United States. Weapons they were looking to do, conspiring to buy weapons allegedly to help the Tigers in Sri Lanka. You can buy weapons in the United States. They're not buying weapons here, are they?
No. I don't really know them purchasing any equipment in Canada, although it seems to have been a case of a student from Waterloo that he was doing something for the Tigers as a Waterloo student. That'll come out later. But yeah, you can try and buy weapons in the United States, but it's not a good idea. The Americans run a lot of sting operations in this field.
And what happens here then? Money laundering, money collection, money transfer?
Mostly money collecting, and I'm really not sure how they get it out of the country. It's one of the mysteries. I think they use the sort of same informal banking system that a number of these land groups use.
Who are these suspects? What do we know about them?
They're mostly younger men. The Tigers are denying that these guys have anything to do with the group, but when you get a statement from a Tamil Tiger organization, like as not, it's not true. Mostly the activities here, again, fundraising. They run the war tax system. They run the political front groups, and they try and present the best face they can for the Tamil Tigers, both to the community here and to the larger community. They're very good at wooing politicians, or they were up until the current government.
It must be awkward for some people, because until very recently in this country, it was okay, it was legal to support this group and to give them money, support them. Now it's not. So, for years you could have been supporting the Tigers, thinking they were a good outfit, and now it's been declared illegal.
Well, one of the reasons why it was okay to support them for so long was that they're very good at wooing politicians, particularly incumbent politicians. And they've made a lot of inroads to the federal Liberals. When the Conservatives came on the scene, they were left without any major contacts in the new government. But they also wooed a lot of conservative provincial figures in their time, as well as a lot of municipal figures. And that's one of the reasons why the Tigers hadn't been listed, even though they've been listed by the UN Security Council as a terrorist group, the U.S. State Department, and by many Western European nations.
John Thompson, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.